Can you change the station?
Yeah.
Please.
Okay.
This is my daughter Hailey.
The third song you did.
Yeah, we've been enjoying your music.
Have you ever heard a rumor so wild that you almost couldn't believe it? Until clue after clue convinced you it might be true. Lately, fans everywhere are pointing at one celebrity face-off that goes far beyond typical tabloids. Hailey Bieber's alleged obsession with Selena Gomez. While celebrity rivalries are nothing new, the evidence piling up around this one has left many observers wondering if it's crossing the line from petty drama into truly unsettling territory. From subtle jabs on social media
Can you change the station?
Yeah.
Please.
Okay.
to claims of mirroring everything Selena does, right down to tattoos. This is the feud that refuses to die. But what if it's more than just tension over an ex? What if Hailey's fixation has become so pronounced that it's raising real concerns among fans? Let's dive deep into the mounting suspicions and ask the question on everyone's mind. Just how far will Hailey go?
To take my word for this one because I don't have it, but she said, "What hotel is Justin staying at?"
Before the internet labeled it an obsession, it started as small moments that only the most observant fans could spot. Selena Gomez, beloved for her acting chops and a music career that soared, was quietly setting trends in fashion and social media. Hailey Baldwin, now Hailey Bieber, appeared to be walking in lockstep, sometimes within days of Selena posting a new look or unveiling a new hairstyle. The matching outfits alone didn't raise alarm bells right away. After all, red carpets and paparazzi shots often show celebrities in similar styles. But fans noticed a bizarre pattern. Selena would post a casual photo wearing a particular jacket and signature accessories. Soon after, Hailey posted a photo striking an almost identical pose with an eerily similar outfit, from footwear to hairstyle. It didn't take long for people to say, "Hold on, this seems more than coincidence." Fueled by side-by-side comparisons, social media chatter grew louder. Of course, some fans shrugged it off. Hollywood can be a small bubble, with stylists that pass trends around like wildfire. But for everyone who believed it was an innocent overlap, there were just as many convinced these were the first hints of a deeper obsession. Yet that was just the tip of the iceberg. The more fans dug into Hailey's online presence, the more patterns they found. Mirrored selfies, same events, similar captions, suspicious timing of new posts whenever Selena appeared in headlines. What started as style mimicry began raising eyebrows about something more potent. But it wasn't only about fashion. The next sign got people talking about whether this copying trend went deeper than clothes. If you've been anywhere near a rumor mill concerning this celebrity drama, you've likely heard about the G tattoos. Selena Gomez revealed a simple, elegant letter behind her ear, reportedly paying homage to her sister, Gracie. Not long afterward, Hailey emerged with an almost identical G in the exact same spot. She insisted it was a tribute to a close friend in her church community. Plenty found that suspicious, especially since the timing was so close. Then there were cryptic social media posts. Whenever Selena announced a new single or dropped a teaser for her beauty line, it seemed Hailey would share something pointed, like a moody quote about keeping your circle tight, or a screenshot listening to a track that fans interpreted as a dig at Selena. One particularly infamous moment occurred when Selena released a raw, emotional song about heartbreak. Within hours, Hailey's Instagram story showed she was listening to a track widely seen as a threatening retort, fueling rumors she was mocking Selena's pain. Fans who once dismissed the copycat outfit notion started rethinking their stance. Was Hailey just unlucky with her timing, or was she deliberately overshadowing Selena's big moments? As each coincidence stacked onto the next, the conversation about Hailey's possible obsession took on new urgency. Some fans began labeling her behavior as not just petty or jealous, but truly dangerous. Rumors swirled that she was no longer passively copying, but actively orchestrating social media battles and stirring the pot whenever Selena tried to move on. And as with any major celebrity drama, these parallels spilled into their professional lives, sparking headlines about shows, brand launches, and more. Selena Gomez didn't just make music. She also turned heads with unexpected projects like her cooking show. Lighthearted and filmed from home, it featured family cameos and a warm, chatty style that fans adored. Enter Hailey, who launched her own show in a kitchen that suspiciously resembled Selena's format, down to the casual family banter and personal touches. At first, it seemed like another influencer cooking series, no big deal. But side-by-side analyses revealed overlapping intros, the same folksy disclaimers about, "Yes, we're really in my house," and even Hailey's own relatives stepping in to announce the dish, just like Selena's Nana had done. Viewers immediately noted the imitation, calling Hailey's show a knockoff that tried to replicate Selena's vibe without bringing anything distinctly new to the table. Similar claims arose around Hailey's beauty line. Fans pointed out how her brand's marketing shared color palettes, minimalistic packaging, and phrasing eerily similar to Selena's. It might be standard branding trends, but to those already convinced Hailey was making her every move in Selena's shadow, it appeared like further proof of something more. Some watchers used words like single white female behavior, pointing to a pattern that felt bigger than professional rivalry. All of these parallels, shows, brands, styling, would ordinarily be chalked up to the natural overlap in a competitive industry. But given the history, each new coincidence fed the storyline that Hailey was methodically copying Selena to claim her persona and, in some fans' eyes, overshadow her presence in both Justin's life and the public eye. Still, styling choices and cooking shows are only part of the puzzle. It's the overshadowing hostility where this feud kicks into higher gear and raises talk of genuine concern. What pushed this conversation from catty drama to dangerous obsession was how direct some of Hailey's alleged jabs became. At events rumored to be tied to Selena, like an album release party, there were claims Hailey either turned up uninvited or asked staff to play Justin Bieber's music over Selena's songs, leading onlookers to label her moves as intentionally disruptive. On social media, fans screenshot and circulated accidental likes or retweets on Hailey's profiles that supported hateful sentiments towards Selena or called for them to fight. Meanwhile, rumors about Hailey physically tracking Selena's whereabouts, even driving by her house, started to spread. Whether these were rumors or had a kernel of truth, the effect was immediate. More fans labeled Hailey's conduct as something beyond normal rivalry. Words like toxic, dangerous, and unhinged flew around Twitter, accompanied by trending hashtags that painted Hailey as fixated on tearing Selena down. Hailey herself often stayed quiet on the drama, issuing only vague denials or likes on tweets from supporters. Selena mostly declined to address the situation directly. Yet the quiet fueled fan speculation even more, with some convinced Hailey was obsessed to a point of harming her own reputation and potentially Selena's well-being. At this moment, the conversation took a turn, with everyday fans, rather than tabloids, leading the charge that something disturbing was at play. They compiled threads of every suspicious parallel, every cryptic post, tying it all into a narrative that Hailey's obsession with Selena wasn't just personal envy. It was a calculated effort to step into Selena's shoes, socially and professionally, by any means necessary. After years of on-again, off-again romance with Selena, Justin Bieber married Hailey. For many watchers, it felt like the plot twist nobody saw coming so quickly. Suddenly, the teenage fan who'd once only dreamed of meeting her idol was Mrs. Bieber. Yet almost as soon as wedding photos surfaced, fans began dissecting every clip or paparazzi shot of the newlyweds. Some insisted Justin looked unhappy, fueling theories that he was still preoccupied with Selena, or that he'd rushed into marriage on the rebound. Videos circulated showing him appearing distant or occasionally snapping at Hailey in public. People on social media alleged he was simply coping with mental health struggles, but the drama swirling around him, Selena and Hailey hardly made things easier. Here's where it got even more complicated. If Hailey was truly hung up on Selena, trying to copy her style, cooking shows, and brand approach, how did that dynamic affect the marriage? Fan speculation soared. Some claimed Justin was oblivious, others believed he secretly enjoyed the attention. Still others suggested that Hailey's attempts at overshadowing Selena were the only way she could feel secure in a relationship haunted by Yelena memories. Regardless of which theory you believe, the conclusion was the same. This love triangle, real or imagined, cast a shadow over Justin and Hailey's union. And if Hailey really was focusing so much energy on Selena, it raised pressing questions about whether her marriage was as strong as she wanted fans to believe. Yet the drama doesn't just live in private. The online world magnifies every suspicion, and fan reactions can make or break a celebrity's public image. From cryptic tweets to high-tension TikTok videos, the internet latched onto the feud with unrelenting fervor. Team Selena versus Team Hailey hashtags trended on and off, intensifying whenever new rumors surfaced. There were breakdowns of Hailey's facial expressions in interviews, attempts to decode every lyric in Selena's songs for references to heartbreak or betrayal, and entire Reddit threads dedicated to analyzing every minuscule detail. The result, more negativity around Hailey. She found herself losing followers or gaining them for all the wrong reasons. As supporters of Selena insisted Hailey was bullying her idol, a wave of negative PR tarnished Hailey's name. Some fans boycotted anything Hailey endorsed, from her brand to magazine covers, choosing instead to shower Selena with support, positivity, and heartbreak confessions from their own lives. This online furor, while intangible, can have very real consequences for brand deals and sponsorships. Companies watch social media closely, and public sentiment can shift endorsements in a flash. Even if the rumors were 100% false, the sheer volume of negativity spelled trouble for Hailey's career. Meanwhile, Selena's approach, largely ignoring public drama, won her sympathy. Fans admired how rarely she addressed the conflict or fanned the flames, painting Selena as a victim of an unrelenting copycat. And the more Selena stayed quiet, the more her fan base rallied to defend her. So how do Hailey and Selena move on from a cycle that keeps fueling itself? Some wonder if a public confrontation or conversation is the only way out. As months turned into years of speculation, Hailey tried rebranding herself as a calm, devoted wife who wanted to step out of ex-drama. She gave interviews talking about mental health, personal struggles, and a desire for authenticity. Still, fans dissected these interviews, comparing her language to Selena's and claiming she continued to borrow phrases Selena had used in older press tours.
I was able to tell my story about who I was from my own mouth instead of people from the outside being able to tell my story for me.
I realized that everybody else seemed to be narrating my life for me.
Yes.
So why don't I put something out that is my side of the story? That was one of the moments where I was like, I don't have to be that 19-year-old body shape anymore because I'm not.
That's the other thing too that I think I'm learning is I'm not 19 anymore. I'm 24 now. I feel like my body has changed the most even this last year.
Somebody asked me a while ago, what's the one thing you wish people knew about you? And I said I wanted it to be my heart.
What do you wish more people knew about you?
My heart.
People didn't really know me. They didn't know who I was. They didn't know Hailey for Hailey. And I just always had this constant battle where I was saying, I wish people just knew my heart.
Selena, on the other hand, leaned into philanthropic endeavors, focusing on mental health advocacy and her philanthropic brand expansions. If Hailey's name was linked primarily to Justin or alleged feuds, Selena's was increasingly synonymous with charity, empowerment, and personal reinvention. It's worth noting that some fans began to question whether the public narrative was too one-sided. Could Hailey be misunderstood? Was she just a convenient scapegoat for any criticism of Justin's personal failings and heartbreak? Underneath all the chatter, a small group of voices suggested that maybe Hailey's timing was just unfortunate, or perhaps there was a media machine orchestrating rival narratives for clicks. But those arguments rarely gained traction when the next suspicious parallel or rumored jab emerged. Each new coincidence overshadowed any attempt to see Hailey in a sympathetic light. The cycle continued, with each fleeting wave of neutrality undone by a new wave of allegations. Which begs the biggest question: how can either party break free from this swirling vortex of drama? It's no secret that celebrity feuds can last for years, or fizzle overnight if both sides broker a truce. But in the age of social media, fans often keep fueling conflicts long after the stars themselves might want them to die down. With Hailey and Selena, a peaceful resolution seems even more complicated, given how entrenched the fandoms are and how suspicious every new public move appears. Some watchers speculate a grand show of unity is the only way to quell rumors. Think a shared selfie or a public event where the two embrace and dismiss any talk of rivalry. Others doubt that day will ever come, feeling there's simply too much history. Meanwhile, the question of whether Hailey's alleged obsession truly crosses into dangerous territory remains. Even if she denies any fixation, the internet seldom forgets or forgives perceived slights. Could a day arrive where Hailey fully establishes herself on her own merits, separate from Justin, separate from any comparisons to Selena? Maybe. There's a chance that stepping away from direct brand battles or suspiciously timed posts could help her rebrand. At the same time, Selena might feel a measure of closure if the controversies finally end. Or, in another scenario, the cycle continues, fueled by new rumors about marriages, divorces, or perceived imitations. Which leads us to our final, open-ended question about the true nature of fame, obsession, and what it means to chase someone else's spotlight. In a world where every outfit, tattoo, or Instagram story can spark an avalanche of speculation, the ongoing saga between Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez is a glaring example of how blurred the lines between fandom, rivalry, and obsession can become. Is Hailey's repeated mirroring of Selena simply the result of similar circles and stylists? Or does it hint at something far deeper? And if you can't beat her, become her mentality. Fans claim there's a real pressing danger in Hailey's behavior, one that extends beyond normal celebrity competition. Yet others argue it's nothing more than standard celebrity drama, amplified by the power of social media. Whichever side you believe, one reality is impossible to ignore. This story has gripped the public's attention for years, shaping perceptions of everyone involved. Where does it leave both women? Selena continues expanding her brand, speaking on mental health, and forging new creative paths. Hailey, though frequently mired in allegations, still claims her space in fashion and entertainment, hoping to be recognized on her own terms. At the center of it all is Justin Bieber, whose personal struggles and past with Selena intensify the narrative swirling around Hailey's every move. Will the feud burn hotter or fade out quietly? Will Hailey shed the copycat label and prove she's more than just a reflection of someone else's stardom? In the end, only time will tell. Perhaps the cautionary lesson here is that when public personas collide, the line between admiration and obsession can be surprisingly thin. And once fans sense it crossing over, there's no shortage of theories about how dark that obsession can get. Until the next shocking revelation emerges, we're left asking ourselves, in a culture that thrives on spectacle, have we all become too invested in seeing these women as rivals? Or is there truly something ominous at play in the way one star seems to revolve her every move around another? One thing's for sure, the conversation isn't over, and the internet will be watching every clue.